Nothing like a woman who takes no crap. We've been seeing multiple headlines across the country recently of women basically kicking ass, like this mother in New York who fought off a man who attempted to abduct her daughter. And as you just saw, that mother, who has been identified as Adriana Alvarez, jumped into action after hearing her daughter scream. She says she just acted on her instincts. Also, closer to home, right here in Texas, doorbell video shows a woman taking on two men who tried to rob her boyfriend. Both of those guys had guns, but the girlfriend, she had a bigger gun. Joining us to talk about it here on The Factor Uncensored, 10th degree Grandmaster World Certified Black Belt. Boy, that's a long-ass name. We have with us April Cunningham and law enforcement consultant Mary Young. Glad to have you here both on The Factor Uncensored. So, Mary, when you see these videos of these women taking charge, you know, what we know about women, they have bravery. They will walk in and take control. Your thoughts about this?
You know what? I'm not surprised, because as women, that's what we normally do. We take charge.
That's
right?
what you do.
That's what we do. We have that inner instinct that no matter what, we're going to survive and we're going to protect.
Absolutely.
And so that first, I think that was the first one you shown about the mother protecting her daughter. I think any mother would do that without any hesitation whatsoever. And April, your thoughts on this, seeing these brave women take control?
I have always said, if you want to win, put a mother out there. You can put a 100-pound woman that has children, and she will hurt you. But if you just remain calm and use good common sense, you might not get in those situations. The first situation,
and both of these are extreme situations.
They are.
Yes.
They are.
And most people don't go through these all the time.
Oh no.
But women rose to the occasion in these situations.
They did.
Despite that.
And the one who went for her daughter, I would have completely expected that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's a mother. The second one, that was pretty brave and maybe a little risky, but because there were weapons involved. So you have to be aware that that weapon could go off at any time. So you need to be very careful in those instances.
And Mary, you have led police departments, police forces, and worked with HPD as well. How important is it to be prepared for something like this as a woman?
I think we have to always be prepared. You know, there was a saying or a phrase in the days, women should be seen and not heard. That has changed. That has changed. We're absolutely heard. And it may surprise others, but women are starting to do just as much criminal activity as men. And so for people to say, oh, I'm so shocked, that was a woman, she had this gun, he didn't do anything. That's what's happening right now. Women are taking charge. They are taking a stance. No more they're being hush mouth about anything. And I'm reminded of TikTok saying, at the end of the day has to end, you know? And so as a woman, you have to stand up and protect yourself. You have to stand up for what's right. Yeah, the second one was a little extreme. She going with an AK to protect her man. You know, women protect their men, you know, no judging. But I think it comes a time when women, we are now being heard and not just seen, and we are standing up for what we believe. And
April, as someone who trains women.
Yes, sir.
How important is it to be trained, to be prepared for something like this, even if you never ever run into someone with a gun?
Right. I think we even train our little girls and boys to be aware of their surroundings. Don't take chances. There's no need to put yourself in danger when you know there's a safer way. So I completely agree that maintaining a safe environment as best you can as a man or a woman is always wise. But there are many things women can do. Park under lights, park close to the door, don't go by yourself. So many things. And then lastly, have the courage to fight back. That same situation with the girl happened here in Houston about 8 years ago, and a guy tried to pull a 16-year-old woman out of a department store. Her mother saw it and grabbed and pulled back. When they started fighting back, he let go and ran. Just have the courage.
And one of the important things that you said, I wanted to touch on the psychological aspect. Many people are not prepared for that, to be thrown into a situation like that. But if you are psychologically ready, then you're prepared to deal with anything.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think strength comes in various forms, and mental strength is extremely important aside from the physical strength, because you can, like you said, you can be 100 pounds physically. But mentally, if you believe that you can take somebody down and you believe that you can protect yourself, that mental strength will guide you to do all of that.
And you don't even have to do it physically. You can almost intimidate. Like,
absolutely.
Look at this little lady. She's I'm going to stop.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's worked for me many a time.
And for those women who say, well, I'm not prepared to do anything like this, April, what would be your best advice to them?
Come in, let me train you. Take one month, twice a week self-defense course. You'll be able to recognize and think more clearly when that situation is about to happen. Second, you'll have the courage to do at least what we taught you. We're not going to teach you jump, turn, back, heel kicks. We're going to teach you to knee and elbow and headbutt. And
the basics.
Yes, and stick to your basics on the street. And then you'll have the courage to do it and run. Get away. That's number one. Get something between you and your attacker. And don't count on anybody in public stepping in to help you. That does not happen anymore.
Exactly. People, Mary, are rolling videos on you, waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's just like incredible.
Absolutely.
Well, if you step in between a man and a woman, they'll both turn on you because it's a lover's spat.
Yeah.
So you just have to use your good judgment.
All right. We want to thank you both for joining us on The Factor Uncensored.